presentation with English. What is your name?
Ricardo, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Today we're gonna be testing reflex, and we're gonna start with tendon reflex. And the first one is gonna be jaw jerk. I'm gonna be testing the trigeminal nerve. Can you close your eyes and relax your jaw? It's a tendon reflex. We're gonna be testing C5 musculocutaneous nerve. Brachioradialis reflex. We're gonna have the hands front. And we're gonna be testing C6 radial nerve. For tricep reflex, we're gonna be testing C7 radial nerve. For patellar reflex, we're gonna be testing L4 femoral nerve. For Achilles tendon reflex, we're testing S1 tibial nerve. For John Dranzik maneuver in upper extremity, we're gonna hug the feet together with your hands on your thigh like that. I'm gonna when I exhale and release the hip, can you unhug your feet? For gastritic maneuver for lower extremity, I'm gonna ask the patient to put their hands like this. When I say please put your hands apart, okay? For direct light response, when I turn the light directly onto the eye, the ipsilateral pupil will contract. The sensory nerve for this reflex are cranial nerve 2. The motor nerve is cranial nerve 2. Indirect light reflex, we're gonna be putting the light on one of the eye and seeing the other eye contract. This utilizes cranial nerve 2 for the eye that being shined with light, and cranial nerve 3 for the eye that being contracted. I'll be doing accumulation reflex. I'm going to follow this. For this exam, we're going to be utilizing cranial nerve, both cranial nerve 2, both cranial nerve 3, and the integrating center is of the response is the occipital lobe. Oculocardiac reflex, we're gonna take the radial pulse, close your eyes, and we're gonna press. With the pressing, suppose the radial pulse, lower the radial pulse. For this, we're using cranial nerve 5 for the sensory and cranial nerve 10 for the motor, and the integrating center is on the medulla. For carotid sinus reflex, we're gonna take the radial pulse and we're gonna press the carotid sinus and see how low the pulse rate of the radial. We do it by one. We're using cranial nerve 9 for sensory, cranial nerve 10 for motor, and integrating center is on the medulla. Ciliary spinal reflex, we're gonna pinch the base of the neck and see for a sympathetic reaction in the pupillary dilatation. Gag reflex, we're gonna take a tongue depressor and touching the back of the throat, making a gag reflex. And the patient will gag. We're gonna use cranial nerve 9 for sensory, cranial nerve 10 for motor, and the cranial 9 is the sensory one is on the back of the throat, and the cranial nerve 10 is the motor one, and integrating center is the medulla. For interscapular reflex, we're gonna just stroke through the scapula, between the scapula and the spinous of the patient, and through the rhomboid muscle. For abdominal reflex, we're gonna stroke with a brush toward the umbilicus. Plantar reflex, we're gonna go from the heel to the big toe in a curve. And we're gonna wanna see the feet going downward. For basking response, we're gonna reflex is another way of excite the Babinski response. The Gordon reflex is another way to elicit or excite the Babinski response. tendon reflex is another way to elicit the Babinski response. The offhand reflex is another way that we can elicit the Babinski response. And we're gonna have ankle callus reflex. For Hotman reflex, we're gonna have the finger of the patient. I'm gonna stabilize. For trauma reflex, I'm gonna open the hand completely.